I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I have something that's bordering on a collection. I think I've gotten really close to being a collection. But it's something that I just really like. What prompted me to push over into the collection level is finding this at the Heritage Company. You know, the last trip I took down there, I found this box. And in it is one of my favorite kind of tools. It's a number 5 junior punch made by the Whitney Metal Tool Company. And the reason I like these is they allow you to punch holes in steel, which is a very handy thing to be able to do. Cool thing about this is it has things in it that I don't recognize because I haven't had them in the kits I've had before. I have extra buttons and extra punches. Looks like this tool was used to punch this size hole many times. So it looks like a 7/32. I wonder if it's marked on here. Not that I can see. Well, let's get a pair of mics and we'll check them and see. That says 7/32. That's good. This says 13/64. And this one says 3/16. That one says 3/16. This one says 3/16. And we have a diameter of 189. 3/16 it is. This one has the depth stop on it. And it looks like somebody ground away part of the front of the jaw because this is also a number 5, but this one has a rough forging mark on the front of it, whereas this one's been ground. This is also number 5 junior, but it is in much worse shape. I had this thinking that I would make a depth stop for it, but with this tool I already have a depth stop. I can use that as a pattern to convert this one, because I think that would still work. It takes some remediation to make it fit, but I think it's a good one. And then I would have a depth stop for this one. We, as exclusive makers of punches and shears for over 40 years, since time lost to damage, since 1940, looks like 1940. Since then, we have made more than 300,000 number 5 juniors punches and have every reason to believe 80% are still in use. and a large percentage of the others could be repaired at a nominal cost. Therefore, if you desire durability, strength, and a tool not to get out of order, be sure to purchase a Whitney No. 5 Junior Punch. We recommend using a few drops of oil on the movable parts of your punch for ease of operation. Also, lower the die away from the punch just enough as the slug in the metal will free itself from the sheet, as it makes it easier operating and a better looking job. Let us know of your punching problems. We have over 80 different punch designs from which to choose. Whitney Metal Tool Company, 99 Forbes Street, Rockford, Illinois. Well, not only have I greatly enjoyed having these Whitney punches, I used to run machines that were called Whitney Duplicators. And a Whitney Duplicator was a hydraulic press that you mounted buttons very similar to this in the bottom and punches very similar to this in the top, but they were much larger. You can punch 3-inch holes with that. It also had a large table on it, and the head had enough depth that you could put a 4-foot sheet halfway underneath the head and punch in the center. So it was a really cool thing. We used it to fabricate radiators at Borg Warner. Now, I didn't work in that part of the shop. I mean, that was the fabrication department, and they usually made prototype radiators. But since I worked maintenance and machine repair, I had the ability and quite often the need to use that tool to make parts for other machines. And it worked out really, really well. I was very happy with it. So let's take this punch and button out. And if I can remember how that happens, that'd be good. I think this tool is just a little bit big. Yep, the screwdriver works really well. There. Now we'll slip in this, what size is it again? 13/64. It's a unique punch. It shows that you can buy punches that fit this tool that will do other than the standards. Kind of handy if you're running a job that you want to If you're running a job that you need a unique punch for, and you have to make a lot of holes in sheet metal, you certainly can use that punch. I think the dies are a little dull. Let's try a different one. That's the oddball one that doesn't come normally in this set. So let's see if there's one in here that's a different size. It's one that hasn't been used as much. Does a nice job of punching out a slug. So if you need a 3/16 diameter button, that would work quite well. Let's see. $7/32 feels good. Won't know till I try it. Nice little button. This one cuts much easier. It's larger in diameter than this one, so it took a little more effort, but it cut much better. So I think this punch and this button have seen quite a bit of use. That means I'll have to stone off this surface and see if I can get in there and stone that. I may have to use the Dremel tool and the lathe and face off the end of that. But it works quite well. I'm very happy to have it. I'm going to remove the button and the punch. Put them back where they belong. That way next time I want to punch a 7/32 hole, I won't have to go looking for it. And who knows, I might have a need to punch more than one hole of a different size. And in that case, having 3 juniors should make it a much simpler process. Set this one up for one size, this one up for another size, this one up for a third. Am I going to do that very often? I really doubt it. The other thing to note is this is strapping material and it's very hard. It doesn't punch easy. And just a note, if you have one of these tools, and you use it on a frequent basis, make sure you put everything away. I don't know how many times I get these looking like this. I bought this one because it was sitting there and it was a good price and I didn't have one. And I wanted to have one that I could use. But as you can see, it's missing all these really nice pieces. Happy to have this one. This is the best one of the bunch that I have. This has been a demo of the Whitney Metal Tool Company's Punch No. 5 Junior. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.